So I feel like it's an interesting time to review this, but you're working on a few projects around Facebook ads. And what I want to be careful of is to not get too deep into this, exactly how Facebook ads work and how to put them together. But maybe talk about all of the options that are out there. But first of all, can you talk about the project that you're working on right now? Because I know you had something for the audience as well related to that. So I wanted to make sure we talked about that first.
Yeah, so our big online conference coming up this month, June 19th, which starts next week, is Advanced Facebook Ads 2012. And it's basically a group of online training sessions over the course of a month. And it's going to be all on Facebook advertising, all on how Facebook advertising can not only support your Facebook efforts, but support your business. And basically the top voices in the industry, from Buddy Media, from VidTrue, from Web Trends, from Wildfire, several brands. We're doing 10 different case studies, from Southwest Airlines to Groupon to HubSpot, etc. We're trying to pull together the first intensive resource for Facebook advertising that's existed. If you look out there with the training that's online right now, the free training or conferences, etc., there's basically nothing besides this is how you set up a Facebook ad. There's very little resources out there. So we're pulling together the best voices in the industry. And we're trying to put together the best conference that's existed on the topic. And the reason we're focused on this, I'm a big believer in the future of Facebook. I'm a big believer in Facebook as a marketing tool, as investing in Facebook just like you would invest in an email list. And the engine behind Facebook is Facebook advertising. And there's a huge lack of education. There's a lot of people creating a ton, as we know, a ton of bad Facebook ads that are underperforming. There's companies like GM pulling out because they don't necessarily know the right equation to make it work for them yet. And I think there's a big opportunity there for people to really learn how to execute Facebook ads, from the very smallest of businesses. Social Fresh uses Facebook ads very successfully. We're a very small business, to the largest Fortune 500 companies. And everybody who spends money on Facebook should be investing in Facebook advertising.
I'm sure there's not probably one way to do this, but I'm curious about your opinion now that you've covered it for a while and you're pretty deep into these conferences. Do you find that most people are using Facebook ads to connect to their existing audience, advertising their existing fans?
Yeah.
Or do they see it as an opportunity to grow likes and grow the platform so they can advertise effectively to a larger audience through the fan page themselves?
Yeah, so we've actually done a report on this. We did an industry survey earlier this year, the Facebook advertising report. You can find that on socialfresh.com/Facebook-advertising. And it's a free report. We surveyed close to 400 Facebook advertisers in the U.S. Most people are growing their audience. And I think there's two reasons for that. Number one, it is a smart thing to do. You have to have an audience before you can market to that audience, just like you build an email list before you necessarily know what you're going to convert, how you're going to convert that email list. And number two, I think most people just think that's what you do on Facebook. I think there's an educated version of that and a less educated version of that. Hey, we have a Facebook page, we need fans. Most people, I think most businesses still don't know why they need fans. Facebook ads give you 7 times the click-through rate when you advertise specifically to your fans. But at the same time, you have to create ads that build that audience. So it's just like a regular sales funnel. It's just like a regular marketing platform where you have to build the audience, you have to make them aware, you have to engage that audience. The more you engage them, the more likely they're going to be able to convert for you down the line. So ads typically focus on building audience and awareness, sometimes at the same time, creating engagement, and then creating the conversion. A lot of people that aren't necessarily experienced with Facebook advertising are either focused on building fans because that's what they think they should do, and they haven't thought through the strategy, or creating conversion because they know they need to sell widgets and they create Facebook ads to sell widgets, and they usually underperform because they don't get the whole process and how it should work. It's very similar to email. It's very analogous to the email marketing process of creating a community and then marketing to that community.